What's going on, guys? John here. We're back with another episode of the Alaska State Dynasty. And in this episode, we have a rematch for, I believe, the third time in this series against Washington State. Uh, it's a rivalry game. You guys know that. I've already shown you guys recruiting, so I don't got anything else to do. We're going to jump straight into this game. We are a 7 overall advantage over Washington State. Now, that doesn't mean much because we tend to play down to opponents or up to opponents so far this year at least. Like, for example, we gave up back-to-back onside kicks versus FCS Northwest, and then we nearly beat Oregon, and then we nearly lost to the backups in New Mexico. So, my goal this game is to just win a game normally, uh, and just not even worry about potentially choking another crazy lead, because I tend to do that a lot. But we are 2-1, 1-0 in the conference. They are 2-2. Have not played a conference game, obviously, because they're in the Pac-2. Here we go. All right, get lied to. Apparently, we've only played Washington State once. I think that was in Season 1. So, first down run, though, will go to Josh Harper. He will gain 5. Last week, obviously, or I guess last episode, I don't know if it was a week ago. I think it was a week ago. Not the actual post, but when the game would have been played. That was the Jordan Houston game where he had like 170 yards or 150 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns. So let's see if he can do that again. As Josh Harper, he also had over 100. He's having a really good season. I'm pretty surprised, actually. As it's 1st and 10, we've got Bland in the backfield. We're just going to go underneath Jordan Houston, 4-4. But I'm kind of liking this offense. I mean, I make mistakes, obviously, with the interceptions and stuff like that. But overall, I'd say we're doing pretty good as my phone's vibrating. As that's a great run from Josh Harper straight up the middle. He's got 34 yards on 3 carries. We've got some fun plays in this playbook. It's not just giving me the same stupid plays I always see, which is something you like to see. Firing. And we got Emmanuel Ferris, who makes the catch, and now Ferris is hurt, which is unfortunate because that's our starting kick returner. Looks like a chest injury. Lost 3 speed, so that's less than ideal. As we're going to give it back to Josh Harper, something we're really enjoying seeing. Josh Harper kind of getting playtime, because if he was a receiver, he'd be the number 4, maybe even number 5 receiver behind, obviously Lewis, Jones, Houston, all of the above. Now, with him being a running back, he's our number 1 guy. So, I mean, it helps. Back's sorry, whatever. I mean, it helps that we lost both of our top running backs in graduation. But even then, still pretty cool to see him show up, as that's a 1st down for Josh Harper. We're inside the 5. As I want to try something here. I want a full slide left. I don't think this is going to work, but I want to try and get Jordan Houston into the end zone here. Nope, he will not. That play is just not a good play. I need to stop running it. Poor Jordan Houston's at negative rushing yards because of that. As it's 2nd and goal, though, they play off of Khalil Lewis, and Khalil Lewis is into the end zone for an early touchdown. Nice out route. The defender was in a zone, so we had an easy touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Washington State offense. And they have 1 star. It's a star receiver, which usually means that they don't have a lot. But that's a big play on the first play. I just sent a blitz. I kind of user blitzed with Emmanuel Vollmer, and it ended up not paying off because they just sent their guy on the streak. As they're running hurry up, so we got a hurry up offense. Love to see it. Not really. You guys know my feelings about hurry up offenses. But it doesn't look like they're going to run hurry up the entire time. All right, 3rd and 6. Can they get the first here? They're going screenplay. They're going to complete it, get about 5, and that should be enough to go for it on 4th down. Yeah. We got to watch a run play here. So I'm going to bring down Christian Spriggs. They're going to run it, and Spriggs can't break his tackle. It'll be Vollmer making the tackle downfield. He got caught on a block as well. 1st down for block. As it is 1st and 10. I have to be wary because when I'm using that, when I'm in that middle zone, like I'll show you right here, like where I am with Volmer, I like to tend to go fall for these read options, like these play actions and stuff, because I fear that if they run it, they're going to be able to get a big gain on me. As that's a good deflection there, or good incompletion there. But so I kind of like jump down into the fire, and that usually leads to me looking like an idiot, leaving someone wide open. As it is 3rd and 3. Oh, wow. Big hit by Roderick. I mean, Carl Morris is a linebacker trying to tackle a wide receiver in open field. That's not gonna fail about 10 times out of 10. So it's 1st and goal. Quarterback takes it himself. Antonio Carter is going to get credit for a sack, though I think that should be a tackle for loss, probably. As it is 2nd and goal. We're in man coverage here on the goal line. They're going outside, and block makes the catch. Charles Gore with a huge TFL, and it's 3rd and goal from the 13. We could have a big stop here if we pull this off. As I'm stuck on a D lineman. Georgia Corey gets the pressure there, forces a incompletion, and we're going to get a field goal that should, if they make this, make it a 4-point game. My goal is just not hit the kicker. Kick is up, kick is good, and we're going to be up by 4 after 1 drive each. As it is 1st and 10, we're going to put Jermaine Houston in motion, get the big man out in front of Harbor, and Harbor's going to have a huge rush there. I mean, Josh Harbor is kind of showing exactly what we saw from Aiden Knoll and Jarian Parker last year, those big explosives runs, as we're going to go big play action here. And I'm just going to take it myself with Jackie Wolf. And that'll take us to the end of the quarter. Jackie Wolf flips the field with that big 1st down run. And we'll be up by 4 to start the 2nd. After the first play of the drive went backwards, we're going to go screen pass on 2nd and 12. And Josh Harbor's going to have a lot of open field. He's going to get a spin move and get the 1st down. I mean, you got to remember, Josh Harbor is a former wide receiver, so he's got some receiving skills that you have to watch out for. Those open field abilities, as he's going to go backwards there. Another negative rush for Josh Harbor. As now Bland is in, and honestly, we're going to give it to Bland here. See if Bland can get something going. On 2nd down, no, he cannot. The pulling guard did nothing. And now it's 3rd and 11. So 3rd and 11. I don't really like any of these routes. Never mind, I lied. Khalil Lewis is going to be able to get to the edge and get the 1st down. I mean, if that's what Khalil Lewis has to do to get yards, I mean, that's what Khalil Lewis has to do. I believe our receiving leader right now, though, is Jordan Houston. Purely based off of volume, because he just gets a ton of touches. The incompletion leads to a 3rd and 6. So, I don't really know what we're going to do here. We're going to fire, and Jordan Houston makes a catch. I tried rolling out with Jackie Wolf, and the edge rusher read it perfectly and got there. So I just had to fire it and got the 1st down. And now we're going to run a play action where we're going to have nobody open, but Jackie Wolf sees it open for himself. And Jackie Wolf, a scramble drill for the touchdown. Wolf showing off his wheels to give us a 2-score lead. We're going to go up by 11. 1st and 10. Quarterback takes the snap, and he's going to get sacked immediately. Beautiful edge rushing from Warner, right? Horner, right? Yeah, Reggie Horner off the edge. I don't know why I called him Warner. I think they have a guy named Warner that keeps getting hurt, so that's why it keeps showing up in my mind. As that's 2nd and 17, a 7-yard loss, as that leads to a 2nd and 17 pass that Winbush allows to gain 9. And now it is 3rd and 8. We're going pass commit, obviously. There's a flag. It's probably going to be roughing the passer. And it will. Emmanuel Volmer was... How could it be Emmanuel Volmer? I was using Emmanuel Volmer. Okay, no, it was Gerald Hope. So I don't know why they were focusing on Volmer. unless he's hurt, which he might be because he's not in on this play. As it is 2nd and 10 after the amazing field flipper, and Carl Morris and Michael Roderick team up for the TFL there. Morris doesn't really get a lot of play time with, no, Vollmer is back, with Emmanuel Vollmer being the Mike linebacker. But, I mean, he's a solid backup in case we need him, because Vollmer can do that. That's why we keep Vollmer. As now Charles Gore is hurt. He's going to have a pec strain. And that leads to a 3rd and 13, which I'm going to user Vollmer here. I can basically do whatever I want because I am the QB spy. It is a screen, though. Get off the blocks. Huge hit from Winbush. That'll be a 4th and 4, and they're going to punt it. Wow. Bold. A horrible punt leads to us having the ball on the 20-yard line. So, really, they did not execute whatsoever. So we're going to fire up field. We've got Jordan Houston, and Houston's got a first. I think we may have had another man open. I think it was Khalil Lewis could have been open, but I just did not throw it to him. I trusted the hot route more because that's what I was paying attention to. As Harbor's averaging 6.8 yards per carry. What a performance from Josh Harbor so far. Really has meant that Jackie Wolf hasn't had to do a lot. I mean, he only has about 90 yards, I think, or 88 yards. But we're going to give him some yards here. It's Bryson Jones. Bryson Jones on the bubble screen. Does he have the speed? He will not. He'll get caught inside the 10. But what a play from Bryson Jones. He's got 51 yards. That one goes for 44. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 10. And we're going to see what Larson has on the outside. And I don't know who this kid is. I think he might be a freshman. But Larson is going to have a touchdown on the same route that Khalil Lewis scored on for our first one. Just a beautiful out route. Darren Larson. No idea who he is, but he makes the grab. I was hoping he wouldn't drop it. And he has enough speed to get past the defenders and into the end zone. And we are going to lead by a lot. He is a freshman, though. It is 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Oh, right over Vollmer's head. That aggravates me. I should have had a user lurk there. I played just a little too far ahead of him to miss the catch there. As that might take us to 2-minute warning. I think they're going to snap it probably. They will. And Emmanuel Vollmer is going to thank them for that because he will take that tackle into the 2-minute warning. I don't know why I like to call it the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute timeout in college football, but I'm just so on football or on the NFL side most of the time that I just hear 2-minute warning so often. As I'm going to call it timeout there. Great tackle by Roderick. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. Need a stop here. That'd be great. They go down underneath, and they're going to have to punt, so we're going to call our last timeout. Second to last timeout. We still have one, and that'll give us 1:48 to try and get down the field. So we're just going to go underneath. We're going to go LJ Young. We kind of got to put a little bit of pep in our step because we don't have a lot of time, but we have enough that Jack Wolf could get under the line or the center. Yeah, I'm just going to throw that one away. Oh, I had Josh Harbor. All right, they've pressed coverage on Khalil Lewis. But instead, I'm just going to go like that. They immediately blitzed a guy, so I had no chance of getting the ball out. Jackie Wolf has 42 rushing yards, by the way. As it is 1st and 10 from the 45. Got the clock to stop. And Jackie Wolf's just going to take it himself again. He's got a ton of open field. I mean, they're just going to keep leaving him open. I'm just going to keep taking it. I mean, I know it's kind of lame to keep watching him scramble, but I mean, if it's going to be the thing that's open, I'm not going to be that mad about taking that. As we do have under a minute left by the time I take this snap, as Darren Larson is back in again. As nobody's open. What? All right, so after an intentional grounding that for legal reasons I'm not going to show, it is 3rd and 32. So don't ask how, but we are hopefully going to convert it, as that is maybe the craziest thing I've ever seen after a very questionable intentional grounding, uh, in which I was out of the pocket, but I probably just didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage because I was doing the thing where I just run around in circles. Jackie Wolf ends up completing a 3rd and 32 to the running back, and then is going to, 2 plays later, find Bryson Jones for a touchdown as we take a 28-3 lead in the first half. I don't like that it's 28-3 now. I'm getting a little scared, but I ain't no Matt Ryan. And let me tell you, Washington State don't have no Tom Brady. 1st and 10 as the first play of the second half. And we'll see what Washington State has. They go bubble screen on first play, and Larry Reyna is right there. Immediate stop. And that's really what our defense has been doing all game. Just stop after stop after stop. As they go another bubble screen, and Larry Reyna is going to be there to tackle him again. This time it's going to be a 6-yard gain. They had more space on the outside. But that leads to a 3rd and 4 very early on. That's not what you want to see if you're Washington State. A 3rd down on your first drive on the second play. As they go back to a screen. They really love their screens. Gonna have to call him Brock Purdy. I'm sorry, Brock. Love you. But as they are now probably going to run another bubble screen. Nope, they're actually going to run the ball. And it goes nowhere. So maybe they should keep running bubble screens because that ain't working. This might be another screen. Nope, they're not going to run a screen there. They're going deep, targeting Winbush, and it's dropped. Oh, yikes. Third and 10. Deontay Littlejohn is in at slot or at sub linebacker for some reason, and they're going to get tackled short of the line to gain, and the guy who caught it's injured, and now they have to punt. What does Jackie Wolf have on this next drive? He's got a Bryson Jones, and Bryson Jones has the catch. I mean, the Jackie Wolf to Bryson Jones connection is special. We already know that. 2nd and 10 after a very normal incompletion that definitely wasn't a brain-dead throw that I shouldn't have thrown because it probably could have led to a pick. As now we're going back to Darren Larson, who makes another catch. Darren Larson is making catches in this game, who I didn't even realize was getting reps, as he's still on the field. No Khalil Lewis this play. Bryson Jones in motion. We're just going to go underneath Josh Harbor, who breaks a tackle. Nice. And gains 8. As let's get some Josh Harbor rushing yards. I know we need him. Nope, we're going to take it with Jackie Wolf, who's going to have a lot of open field, and he'll just go down. But Jackie Wolf is showing off the wheels. 76 rushing yards. He's catching up to Josh Harbor at the moment. As now we're going to go outside. Bryson Jones, and Bryson Jones is going to have another touchdown. I mean, the score is going up, and Washington State's is not. This game was 7-3, and we have now scored 28 unanswered points. A lot of them were thanks to this man, Bryson Jones, who we've said his name a lot. He's been on a lot of thumbnails. He is very good at the game of football, and he's proving it here. Probably the greatest player. No, not probably. He is the greatest player in Alaska State history, and he's just proving why. Man in motion. And he's sacked immediately. Reggie Horner, his 2nd sack of the game. I mean, this is just unfair. I mean, we're just beating up on someone for no apparent reason. Besides out of pure hatred, as that might be a touchdown. They might actually get a touchdown here. Roderick is faster. And Volmer somehow is the man to catch him. Larry Branham is cooking us. As they are in field goal range now. Let's see if they can actually pull off a touchdown too. But they are in scoring range. So that's what you like to see. And they are going to score. So now we've got to hope we don't choke it, because we've done that before. But Tevin Block is into the end zone, and it is now a 25-point game. You know, it's nice to finally see us getting all the good defensive stats like QB pressures and deflections and stuff. Because at a time, as Josh Harbor breaks a tackle, and Josh Harbor, holy cow, the wide receiver breaking tackles. But I don't know what it is, but whenever I try to tell you guys something, like mid-play, like a fun fact or something about the game, I always seem to play worse. And I don't know if it's because I'm focused on that, which probably is what it is, or what, but I just play so much worse. As that's gonna be a pick. I just need to throw the ball away. I don't know why I'm doing that. Because I can get them open. I'm not focusing on the right guys. Because I think I had X or RB open across the field. Instead, I threw the guy with 2 defenders in front of him. So, you know, this is how I choke games. I try to get all fancy. And it leads to... I mean, I just feel like who watches me? Like, what? Who would want to watch this piece of crap? It's absolute horrible gameplay. I mean, I stat pad. Like, quarterback has an insane amount of touchdowns. As that's going to be another touchdown. It's a dude that got hurt earlier, Gold, who gets in. All right, I don't know what it is about this game, but for some reason, we cannot hold a big lead because we immediately start to choke it as Josh Harbor drops it to end the quarter. Oh my gosh. Quick note, that was not Josh Harbor. Very clearly, it was Jordan Houston who dropped that pass. Don't know why I thought that was Josh Harbor. As Bryson Jones is going to have the first. What an effort from Bryson. He has 118 yards. That's what we like to see from our best player of all time. As Jackie Wolf's getting sacked now. So apparently we're just deciding that we want to sell. As this has to be an easy touchdown here. Or at least a huge play. Yeah, Bryson Jones. I mean, Jackie Wolf has 313 yards, but he also has that stupid pick that I threw for some stupid reason. As it is 1st and 10, one guy that really hasn't been in this game is that man, Khalil Lewis, and that's why. I mean, he's the jump ball guy, and he just doesn't catch the jump balls. So, I mean, I'm inclined not to throw it to him because he can't catch it. As I waited for the linebackers to get out of the way of Josh Harbor, and Josh Harbor has the first down, as now Josh Harbor's hurt. Oh, well, it's exactly what happened last season, isn't it? Our running backs are just going to slowly deteriorate until we've got none left. As George Ojabo is in. So let's see what George Ojabo has. And he's got about 10. All right, how can I not choke this? As my phone is vibrating like crazy. If you guys hear that, my bad. George Ojabo's down to the 1. Muscle cramps? Yeah, right. I'm sure they're muscle cramps. Definitely not like a torn Achilles that'll happen in 2 plays. As Lovelace is in. I thought I redshirted him, I think, but maybe I'm thinking about a different guy. As we're going to hand it off Lovelace, and Lovelace will lose 2. Okay, guess we got a pass. Let's see how this works. Passing play. 2nd and goal. And we're going to get sacked again. I mean, just some of these plays are just absolute garbage. Why are we running some of these plays? 3rd and goal. Nope, we're sacked again. Nobody's open enough to throw it. So field goal, we're going to choke this game somehow. Just watch. I can't locate where I'm supposed to kick it. I'm probably going to miss. No, we will make it. So, I mean, we're up by 22, I guess. All right, the defense needs to step it up a notch. And by step it up a notch, I mean apparently miss everything, as Ben Gold is hurt again. Well, at least he can't torch us. But, I mean, I don't know why, but that definitely should have been a pick if I just actually knew how to use her, which I don't. All right, I think we're going to have to make a change at cornerback because Malik Moon should not be covering their best player. So now we've got Winbush, who also kind of sucks, on their best player. I don't know what his name is. As that's going to be another good game. Larry Reyna, now injured. Nice. So now that means Roderick is playing cornerback. That's awesome. Okay, that was not even my fault. I was on Lil Jon, and my controller just starts pushing me the opposite direction. So, I mean, I guess, game, if you don't want me to win, just kick me out now and make me restart. So, because that's insanity that's happening. Like, all of a sudden, you guys could saw it, I just started running in the wrong direction. No reason. I mean, I was not running that direction. I was trying to come the other way, actually. But game wants me to lose, I lose. So, seems like that's how it works. As it is, 3rd and 1. And we give up a touchdown. And they're going to go for 2. I'm sure they'll get this. Freddie Wayne's on the field. Man in motion. And I ran into the man covering Freddie Wayne, or the running back, so that's a touchdown. They're going for an onside. They're only down by 2 scores, so we'll probably give this up, actually. Nope. Bland wants to catch that one. Okay. Let's not choke this, guys. Ojabo is in the backfield. Power running back. And Ojabo is going to break a tackle. And Ojabo, the dagger. Touchdown. George Ojabo breaking tackles all the way to the end zone. We probably scored a little early, but that'll bring the score up to 21. And it's still 3 scores. I mean, that has to be seen as the dagger unless they pull off multiple onside kicks and some crazy drives. I mean, what a play and effort from Ojabo as he breaks the tackle, keeps the steam going, and outruns everybody to take the win away. I'm having a stroke now. All right, we have to assume they're going to pass every play until this game's over now. And as soon as I click pass commit, they run. Because why wouldn't they? That just makes so much sense. But now they've got to go for this 3rd and long. Wish they were going to go for it anyway. They have to because sports. Some generational tackling right there. Allows a first down. And you see now we're stuck in turbo. So you've got 4 plays to choose from, and all of them are kind of cheats because we can't change formation, but they can. Nice deflection there from Vollmer. I mean, I'm going to keep trying to get blitzes and get this pressure because zone obviously doesn't work. So that means we have to run something else. As that's some great defense by whoever number 11 is. Is that the guy that's replacing Larry Reyna? Who's number 11? He's not even on the field anymore. I don't even know who that was. Someone came onto the field, made 1 play, and then disappeared. And that's a huge play from Marcus Moon. And it's 4th and 10. We got to stop him here. I was about to say crowd on their feet, but honestly, the crowd would be really quiet because they don't want their team to get distracted. And, of course, right in my zone. Throws it right over the head of Vollmer. Easy first down. And apparently I can't switch the play. So now I'm just getting shafted by turbo mode now. I wish I could just take their quarterback out. Just hit him in the head. Go full Sean Payton on him. as it's 2nd and 6. They run a play action, and they're going to get sacked. Marcus Moon with the sack. Interesting. The DB blitz somehow pays off. You got sacked by Marcus Moon. You should feel embarrassed. And Marcus Moon, another play. Another one. That's just how good Marcus Moon is. That's what kind of guy Marcus Moon is. Yeah, it's Lee Amon. As it's an and goal situation. Firing deep. Tipped away by Purvis. We are going to get the ball back. And that'll do it. Alaska State, we dominate. We did give up 3 straight touchdowns. That definitely scared me. But we finally won. The Northern Frontier Showdown. That's what I called this one. Really cringe, I know. Jackie Wolf gets player of the game. I mean, he threw that pick, but 350 and 5 touchdowns is still super impressive. He had like 60 rushing yards. Bryson Jones had some tremendous plays. You see one of them right there. I mean, it was just a great game all around. I enjoyed playing that one. But yeah, so Jackie Wolf, 350 and 4 touchdowns. Did have that pick through the air. Rushing, it was Josh Harbor, 115. George Ojabo, 64 and a touchdown. Jackie Wolf had 62 and a touchdown. 2 for Lovelace, -1 for Bland, -2 for Houston. Bryson Jones had 142 and 2 touchdowns, so Bryson just doing Bryson things. Per usual, he's just really good at that. Houston had 50 yards. Ojabo had 1 catch for 50. That was on that like 3rd and 40 on after the roughing or intentional grounding. Harbor had 46. Larson had 23 and a touchdown. Lewis only had 18 and a touchdown. So he just hasn't been showing up. It's hard to throw it to him. He had a drop too. Ferris had 12. LJ Young had 9. Ferris also got hurt on that catch. Tackle leaders, it was Marcus Moon and Roderick, both with 10. Volmer had 9. 3 TFLs for Horner and Volmer, 2 for Moon, and then 1 for each of these guys. Sacks, 2 for Horner, 1 for Moon and Carter. Obviously, we don't get INTs. Pass deflections, 2 for Moon, 1 for Purvis, Leaman, Horner, Volmer. And then we did get a block on an extra point attempt by Nick Leaman. So that was cool. All right, so a tremendous game. I mean, that's just exactly what you want to see from us. I mean, besides the interception, obviously, but that's nothing new. I love throwing my interceptions. As next week we got another rivalry game. It's against Boise State, but I just want to see, am I leading the league in interceptions? If I'm not, I'm happy. Let's first check Mountain West. Nope. I mean, we only got 3. That's really good for me, man. I mean, there's a lot of guys higher than me. Yeah, like, we're at the same level as, you know, like, Ball State's quarterback. Because I'm sure they throw the ball a lot. And then yards, I'm sure we have a good amount of yards, but not that many. Because, yeah, we're 4th most with 1,000. But, I mean, this is the thing. We get a ton of touchdowns. I mean, we're probably, like, top 5 in touchdowns. So, one of the higher touchdown percentages. And, oh, look, there's Dylan Kiki. Guy that torched us in the New Mexico game. But, that'll do it for this episode. Actually, I will say we're going to do one more thing. We're going to do our recruiting. I don't think there's anyone that I can throw 10 points on for a visit. I don't know. I think Nathan Blount might be done. We just don't have points to put on him. So he's coming off the board. That saves 50 points, which means we can now put more visits in. So we're going to go with Tavares Cribbs. And I want to put some on this guard, but I don't have that many points to put on him, which worries me. Because if I put it with him, then Cribbs will have a better chance of coming. So maybe I'm going to readjust points and come back to you once I have enough points back. All right, so I took off a couple points from Stroud and then Norija, I believe. And basically, I just organized it so we got a visit in for Bandy. And then I've also just kind of put everybody's points on their either hard sell or soft sell. So if you look at all of them, if I have the ability to or have a good interest in grades, I sorted it with that. But that'll do it for today's episode. I'm probably going to start doing recruiting after videos instead of before the video next video. So if you guys enjoyed, this episode, leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time for another rivalry game versus Boise State. Peace out, everybody.